Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, guys? It's your boy RHOA. We are back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. If you haven't already done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell button because you just don't know when the news is gonna pop off. And we got a lot of news, gossip, and commentary for you today. So let's get into it. Wait, before we do all that, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJRichieSkye. And for those of you who were so gracious enough to respond to my question yesterday, my question was, do you guys want personal content on a new channel, or do you want a personal channel on the weekends? And personal videos will include like vlogs, confessional videos, behind the scenes stuff, interesting stuff that I'm doing, some crazy stuff that I'm doing as well. And just, hearing me talk about whatever it is that's going on in my life, and also doing some fun stuff with you guys as well. So you guys have answered, and we're going to be doing that type of stuff on the weekends here. I'm not sure if I'm going to start that this weekend or next weekend. The reason I'm burping is because I'm drinking this sparkling ice right here. This is not a sponsored thing. This is just something I'm drinking, and it's good. Anyway, let's get into the news. Okay, y'all, so we know that there's been a lot of speculation about whether or not NeNe Leakes have been suspended from filming because of the shakeup with the cameraman from back in season 11 and everything that we discovered during the reunion, during the whole Closet Gate situation. There was speculation that she had been suspended and that she'd been fined, and she basically came out on the radio and said, no, none of this was true. None of it, not even including her own spinoff, nor her getting a apparent raise, was true. So we don't know what to believe, but what we can speculate on is the fact that NeNe Leakes, Cynthia Bailey, and Eva Marcille will all be aboard the Bravo Pride parade float for World Pride in New York City this weekend. Now, I DJ'd on a float at World Pride in New York before. I did it maybe 2 or 3 years in a row a couple of years ago before I moved to LA. So it is a huge event. Like, it's events all weekend in New York City. I actually kind of wish I was there, but they'll be on the float. Now, they'll be together. So it's being speculated that she will first start filming again this weekend during Pride. It's said that the ladies will be traveling to New York City for one of their first trips of the season. So let's get into what the media outlets are reporting. They're saying that NeNe Leakes from Bravo's Real Housewives of Atlanta will resume filming this weekend. Multiple sources have confirmed to Media Takeout News. Now, we know with Media Takeout, we kind of take certain things with a grain of salt. NeNe had been unofficially suspended by the network after an altercation with a cameraman last season. There were rumors that NeNe may have had to sit out as long as half the season. Now, NeNe has confirmed that this is not true. Well, she ended up missing just a few weeks of filming, which we know to be actually true. According to our snitches in production, all the Atlanta housewives are flying to New York to take part in the giant Pride Festival. The ladies actually have their own float at Gay Pride Parade, just like we said. And of course, Bravo cameras will be there to film everything. Apparently, Kenya Moore, the newest Atlanta housewife to rejoin the franchise, is already in New York City. And the media outlet is reporting that as for NeNe's salary, now they're saying that she's expected to make the same as she did last year, approximately $5 million. Oh my God, so much cause for concern in this article, guys. So I talked to you yesterday, guys, about, headlines and clickbait and that sort of thing. But today I'm going to also talk to you guys about what we hear and see in the media, and also what I bring to you. Now, just because I'm bringing you guys a story doesn't believe that I take everything in the story as truth. For instance, we know some of the things that have been stated in this article maybe not true, but we know that most times there's a bit of truth to what is being said. We know, one, NeNe has not been filming. We know 2, Nene is slated to be on the Bravo Pride float. We know 3, Kenya Moore is in the streets of New York. So it is very likely that a lot of the ladies will be filming this weekend. However, we got to talk about something that's going on with Porsha really quickly, because we know that she's not in New York at the moment. Because just yesterday, she was in Mexico with Melissa Gorga from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now, you guys know Jersey will be back later this season. And we know that this season is slated to be amazing, with actually all of the cast pretty much in solidarity against Danielle Staub. So it's highly unlikely that she may return in the next season. And even her only ally, Teresa Giudice, is now against her. However, back to Porsha. We don't know whether or not Porsha's gonna make it to New York City, because she was in Mexico filming a secret project with Bravo with Melissa Gorga. Now, we also know that Tamra Judge was in Mexico with Eddie Judge, her husband. And Tamra's from the Real Housewives of Orange County. So we don't know if she participated in this or not, or if she was just vacationing. But we know that they did have a little link up earlier this week. Now, back to Porsha and Melissa. Porsha has posted some footage, of behind the scenes, and so did Melissa. So just take a look at this, and then we'll come right back. And thank you to the Real Housewives of Atlanta for this, a little bit of this footage. Okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed this. We don't know what this secret project was. But what we do know is that Steven, the hair doc, who is responsible for some of Karen's best and most iconic looks on the Real Housewives of Potomac, was down in Mexico with her. Now, what I want to know from you is, because I know Steven, I know he does a friend of mine's hair as well in Washington, D.C. Her name is Riley Knox. She was also just in the Taylor Swift video for You Need to Calm Down. He does a lot of celebrities' hair. So he was the one who was doing Porsha's hair in this video. Let me know if you guys want me to interview him, because he's done a lot of iconic looks for several housewives. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know down in the comments, and I'll, interview him on the show. And, I think he's willing, because I feel like he's a nice guy. So I think he would be willing to do it. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. But speaking of, real quick, speaking of looks, guys, we gotta give it to Monique for shutting it down and her newest confessional look for season 4 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. She is looking like an Ethiopian goddess right here, and it was an Ethiopian-inspired look. So shout out to Monique and her team for creating something that looked totally amazing. Now back to Porsha. So Media Takeout is now also reporting that Porsha and Kenya are new besties. Let's get into it. So they're saying that Atlanta Housewives and former arch enemies Kenya Moore and Porsha Williams are now best friends. Media Takeout is confirming. You'll recall that a few years back, Porsha physically attacked Kenya during a reunion show and dragged her across the stage by her weave. Well, now that's all just water under the bridge. So how did it happen? Well, the two initially bonded, we're told, at Kenya's daughter's Brooklyn's Barbie party 2 weeks ago. Our production insider explained, at Brooklyn's party, that was the first real conversation that Porsha and Kenya had for more than a year, and they talked for hours, even after the party was over. Kenya knows how hard it is to be a new mom, and especially a single mom, the insider added. Kenya certainly is not single. She's married, but her husband lives in New York, and Kenya and Brooklyn live in Atlanta. While Kenya's hubby commutes home every weekend, she's basically a single mom 5 days out of the week. And in the past 2 weeks, Kenya and Porsha's relationship has taken off, with folks calling them best friends. The producer added, Kenya and Porsha are the new frickin' frack. They have a true and genuine friendship. We're happy for the two ladies, but also very skeptical. We can't imagine how this friendship is going to last very long. Now, I, for one, I don't believe that they're besties. I mean, that's taking a little too far, media to take out. But what I do believe is that they are bonding over being new moms. I definitely think that that's happening. I'm definitely here for them putting the past behind them and resolving. See, here's the thing. We as Housewives fans, we like a beef. We do. We do. But we don't want you to carry it on for too long now, because otherwise, at the end of the day, we get bored with it. So what we always need is beef resolution. Beef resolution. This is something where the New York Housewives tend to shine. And while we're talking about them, they just premiered the trailer for the reunion, and it was short, but it was epic. And the biggest takeaway that I got from that whole situation was, why are these ladies attacking Tinsley? Listen, the ladies are going up because they are assuming that Tinsley is still dating Scott, who she claimed to have broken up with, because they're wondering where she's getting all her bags and shoes and all of these expensive clothes that she talks about on the show. Here's the thing. For any housewives or reality show stars, do not talk about a lifestyle that you cannot sustain, right? So what I'm saying is, don't brag about your Fendi bag, your Alice and Olivia dresses, your expensive stuff, if you don't want people to start scrutinizing where you might be getting it and how you might be paying for it. So that is the biggest takeaway that I learned. Also, we learned that Barbara thinks that Luann is not Adele, but I digress. All I can say is that it looks epic, and I'm so excited for this reunion. It is going to be 3 parts. I don't know where they're going to get 3 episodes of drama from, but I guess they're going to pull it out of somewhere. Because this season, while I love this particular franchise, city in the franchise, it was not the most exciting season. And I feel like they're going to need some fresh castmates to actually shake things up, or bring Heather back, bring Aviva back for all of that. She can throw another leg. You know what I'm talking about? So I just feel like we're gonna need to freshen up this cast just a bit. And to be quite frank, if y'all want to send Tinsley away, she needs to probably go somewhere and marry this man anyway, so she can live the life that she truly wants to live, which is being, I think, a little bit of a kept woman. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Get flued out, girl. Get flued out. Come on now. I know y'all with me. Comment below. If any of y'all could get taken care of by your significant other, and he or she did not mind doing it, which, listen, I don't mind it either. To be very honest with you, I feel like if one party says to the other party, I'm going to take care of you and all your needs, you take care of the household. Boom. I feel like that's an even Steven split. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, because I could be wrong, but it couldn't be me necessarily, because I like to make my own coin and I want to do the taking care of. How about that? Anyway, I know we went all over around the world today. I actually wanted to talk about Nicki Minaj blasting the heck out of BET for having the lowest ratings ever for their BET Awards. But I don't even have time to get into it. Just let me know what y'all think about that whole situation down in the comments. Also, be on the lookout for some new videos on the weekends, as you guys requested that I do. I can't wait to give you that stuff either, because it's going to be very different from the news and gossip and commentary that we're doing during the week. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we do this 5 days a week. We do news and gossip 5 days a week, reality show, reality talk, hot topics, all of that good stuff. We do it right here. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJRichieSkye. And guess what, guys? I will see you in the next video.